2 weeks ago, the government forced Anthropic to shut off its most powerful AI. Today, they let it back on. And later in this video, a man says he can run AI on 1,000 times less power. It's Saturday, June 27th. This is Innover. Here is what actually mattered today. Innover Brief 01. US lets Anthropic turn Claude back on. Let's start with the biggest one. 2 weeks ago, the US government did something it had never done before. It told Anthropic to shut off its most powerful AI. Those models are called Claude Mythos 5 and Claude Fable 5. The fear was simple. They might be too good at hacking and at fooling people. Today, that standoff cracked open. The government is letting Anthropic turn Mythos 5 back on, but only for about 100 companies and government agencies. So it is not back for everyone. It is back for a short approved list. Here is why it matters. The government is now deciding, one model at a time, who gets the strongest AI. That is brand new, and every AI company is watching. Innover Brief 02. Anthropic says Alibaba copied Claude. Stay in the world of AI and security. But this next one is one company pointing the fingers straight at another. Anthropic just told Congress that Alibaba tried to copy Claude, and not in a small way. Anthropic says Alibaba ran almost 29 million chats through 25,000 fake accounts to learn how Claude thinks. The trick is called distillation. You ask a smart model millions of questions, then use the answers to train your own. Anthropic calls this the biggest attack like it so far. Alibaba is one of China's biggest tech companies, so this is not just a tech fight, it is a US and China fight too. Innover Brief 03. GSK buys Nuvalent for over $10 billion. That was AI and politics. Now let's follow a giant pile of money into medicine. Drug giant GSK is buying a cancer company called Nuvalent. The price is more than $10 billion. GSK has a brand new boss. This is his first really big move. He is betting the company's future on cancer drugs. When a company spends $10 billion on day one, it is telling you where it thinks the money is. Right now, that is cancer. Innover Brief 04. Pfizer's $43 billion cancer bet fails a big test. GSK just spent big on cancer. This next company spent big on cancer too. It did not go well. Stick around. Later, a man says he can run AI on 1,000 times less power. Back in 2023, Pfizer paid $43 billion to buy a company called Seagen. The whole point was cancer drugs. Seagen's top drug just failed its final test in lung cancer. That is a huge miss. It puts a big question mark over Pfizer's whole $43 billion plan. In medicine, the science decides, and today the science said no. Innover Brief 05. French court ties oil giant to its pollution. Okay, from a lab to a courtroom. This next one could shake the whole oil business. A court in France just made a big call. It says oil company TotalEnergies is responsible for the pollution that happens when people burn its oil. Think about that for a second. Not just the pollution from making the oil, the pollution from using it too. If this ruling holds, every big oil company has a new problem, because they all sell something people burn. Innover Brief 06. China targets 50% clean power by 2030. Stay with the climate, but go way bigger. From one company to a whole country. China set a new goal. It wants half of its electricity to come from clean sources by 2030. Its old goal was about 42%. So this is a real jump. China burns more coal than anyone on Earth. So when China leans clean, the whole planet feels it. Innover Brief 07. A claim to cut AI power by 1,000 times. Speaking of power and energy, here is the one I promised you. AI eats a scary amount of electricity. One man says he can fix that. His name is Naveen Rao. He used to run AI at Databricks. Now he's started a company called Unconventional AI. He says his new system, called UnZero, can run AI on up to 1,000 times less power. And it still makes great images. Big claim. No outside proof yet, but if it is real, it changes the cost of everything in AI. Innover Brief 08. Micron sales rocket to $41.5 billion. Last one, and it ties the whole day together. Just follow the chips. Micron makes the memory chips that AI needs. And business is booming. Its sales for the quarter jumped from $9.3 billion to $41.5 billion. That is more than 4 times bigger, all because of AI. This is why your next laptop or phone might cost more. AI is eating up the world's memory chips. Today, the real story was control. Who controls the strongest AI, the biggest drug bets, and the power that runs it all? We track these stories every day and pull out what actually matters. If that helps you, subscribe and stay with us.